I'm joined by ImpactLife Blood Services. Morning, Krista.
Good morning.
All right, we bring you on today to talk about obviously a big blood drive week heading into Thanksgiving week. Yep. And you were just telling me off the air before we get started, why is this week so important to give blood?
You know, every week really is important to give blood, but especially over the holidays, we close on Thanksgiving. Well, the same amount of people are needing blood all throughout the holidays, so that one day of closing really impacts the blood supply. So people that can come out during the holidays, it really helps all those patients that are going to be in the hospital over the holidays. And nobody wants to be in the hospital over the holidays, but to know that that blood is going to be there is super important for people.
Yeah, give those extra donations. That way you make up for the lost time when you're not actually
Correct.
Open on Thanksgiving.
Correct.
And also, it's one of the things I think people don't realize, like, oh, I gave blood, I did that last year. It's like, okay, well, that blood, the lifespan of that is very, very short.
Right, yeah, so you can donate every 56 days, but that blood is only good for 42 days.
Wow.
You can donate up to 6 times a year. If we had people that donated, if everybody donated at least twice or 3 times a year, we would never have a blood shortage.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Wow.
But unfortunately, like you said, people just maybe try it 1 time a year and that's it. But if you increase it to 2 or 3 times a year, it can really dramatically make a difference.
Yeah, and Krista, one of the things you were mentioning is that walk-ins are always welcome. Yes, you love people to schedule appointments. Yes, you want to get people registered ahead of time. But do not be afraid to just see that blood drive donation van somewhere or see a local blood drive and say, you know what, I have the time, I'm going to go do it.
Correct, yeah. So we have our blood drives, we have our donation centers as well. If you go to the bloodcenter.org/sharing, it'll show all of those drives that we have this week for Joy of Sharing. And so look for an appointment that is available. If you're not able to find one, you know, walk-ins are accepted, but appointments are preferred, but you can just walk in.
Yeah, and one of the big things too you want to remind people is if you're feeling, as long as you're feeling healthy and you're not on any antibiotics or anything, you're pretty much good to go as far as donating.
For the most part, I mean, there are certain things that do defer you, but most things don't. I always tell people, give it a try. See if it might work for you. Always be sure to drink a lot of water though before you come and eat a really good meal, because when you donate blood, you burn 650 calories right there.
Wow.
You have to have nutrition in your body to sustain that donation. It's super important.
Yeah, and what's so important as well is that it's not really time consuming. It's not like it used to be. No. You were telling us this morning you're in and out within 30 minutes, and that's from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it might take a little bit longer, but, you know, we tell people give yourself about an hour. The registration and screening really take the longest part. The actual donation part is super, super quick. And you can actually do your questions beforehand. That usually is the longest part for people, doing those health questions that are required.
Krista from ImpactLife, before we let you go, I want to give you another opportunity for anyone out there who's viewing this, watching, if they're interested in learning more about donating blood, if they're looking for maybe local blood drives in their area, where can they find that information? How can they get involved?
Yep, so you're going to just go to bloodcenter.org/sharing, and it'll show all the drives there where you can schedule your appointment.
Thank you, Krista. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. And on your screen right now is a QR code for that website Krista just told us about. Now scan that QR code on your screen to find a location near you to set up an appointment. You can also find this link over on our website, Newschannel20.com. It's all a part of the Newschannel 20 in Fox, Illinois' Joy of Sharing, and we're teaming up with Farm and Home Supply for a special one-day special event. On Friday, December 6th, we'll be collecting donations of food and toys to support the Central Illinois Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and the Animal Protective League. We start taking donations at 7 a.m. at Farm and Home in Springfield. Come see us and experience the joy of sharing.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.